If you actually want to understand what's happening in crypto right now, join my inner circle. I break down the real infrastructure the world is being rebuilt on. Ethereum, Base, Chainlink, tokenization, RWAs, AI compute, all backed by verifiable data, filings, and on-chain proof. Inside, I teach you how to build real income streams, make smarter plays, and develop skills you need to thrive in this new economy. If you want to stop guessing and move with the same conviction institutions have, join my inner circle. Link is in the description. All right, y'all, as always, we are back with another bullish Toshi video, man. And this one, we're going to be going over a lot of stuff that's happening right now and a lot of the news that's just dropped about the overall broader market, because this channel, everything that I like to cover on this channel and everything that we talk about here, it's about being in position. And that's very, very important. I do believe Toshi is probably the best investment of this bull run. Personally, it's just my own personal opinion. I believe that nothing else is positioned like Toshi if you actually understand all the facts associated with what's going on right now, the tokenization of the entire world, banks coming on board. There's a lot of bullish things happening right now, and it all leads back towards Toshi and in some way, in different ways. So that's why I have the conviction that I have. A lot of people think that, oh, you're just in Toshi, you're holding, and you need a reason for it to go up and stuff like that. When the fact of the matter is all the fundamentals just point towards base chain, and the face of base chain just so happens to be Toshi. Like, the investment could have been anything, but Toshi is the team that did a fantastic job building up this project in the right way, in a way where we are here today. So yeah, I mean, they're the team that did it right. This community is the community that got it right. And I think that this is the perfect community, the perfect project, and everything has just so happened to align perfectly in terms of the foundation and the fundamentals that's taking place with this project. So yeah, like, that's what's being built out right now. We have the foundation of this system being built, and what's coming is unavoidable. Like, all the banks are starting to jump on board talking about tokenization. We're seeing BlackRock jump on board talking about it. So yeah, this is about getting in position and making sure everybody's seeing the bigger picture and not so focused on short-term price action and price movement. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the bear markets coming when all the evidence is actually suggesting more so along the lines of a super cycle. So yeah, a lot of different takes, a lot of different opinions, but over here we follow the facts. So this is why I like to go through some of the things that has me believing the stuff that I do. And also, somebody's been showing a lot of love to the inner circle. Like, and by the way, you can join the overall inner circle, but there's also a way to where you can actually buy individual posts that I post. Like, I have some very, very heavy hitting, impactful posts there. So people actually buy those individually. And that's interesting, because some people buy so many of the posts where you might as well just join and get all of them. But I mean, hey, shout out to everybody showing love. I definitely appreciate all the signups and everyone joining. I tried to bring as much value as I possibly can. And I think a lot of people are actually learning a lot about the space and what's going on, and that is going to help your conviction. So yeah, just wanted to shout that out real quick. But let's jump into it and see what's actually going on, because there's a lot of bullish indicators happening within the market right now. So let's get it. As always, you know, they're talking about what's going well on base. Obviously, among the top of this list is always going to be Toshi. Toshi is one of the best performing assets, not in just, you know, in just base, but in crypto in general. Like, it looks better than a lot of projects in crypto. Toshi is having a very, very solid year, and we're just getting started, to be honest. Like, I do believe that we are expecting a super cycle. Everything is starting to play out, and exactly how I've envisioned it, and exactly how I see it, you know, playing out. So yeah, it's just a matter of time, man. But next, check this out. So someone said Bitcoin seems to be mimicking the 2021 cycle, similar double top structure, and now a bounce back too. This means Bitcoin could rally towards the $100,000 to $105,000 level before the next leg down. So you have people out here making sense of the fact that Toshi, or not Toshi, Bitcoin should be performing the same way. Like, back here in 2021, this is when people were saying, oh, crypto is a scam, stay away from it, no institutions, no nothing, no real support, no real adoption. This was, people were saying it was taboos, stay away from crypto. Or it was like, you know, things were just starting to, some people was just starting to see the vision. So that's the environment of when this was going on. now people are saying, oh, the market is going to behave exactly the same now that almost every bank out right now is saying, you know, you should have between a 2% and 5% allocation in Bitcoin for your portfolios. You got BlackRock singing the praises of tokenization. You got JPMorgan singing the praises of tokenization. You have all these banks singing the praises of tokenization. And basically everybody is in support of crypto at this current point in time. Legislation has come along and more is coming. And you have people who are making sense and thinking that it's logical that the market is going to behave the same as when everybody was saying get out and don't go anywhere near crypto. Like that just doesn't make sense to me. It's just not logical. It's just, it doesn't align with basic common sense, if you ask me. So yeah, this is why we follow the facts. We don't follow, like, I understand technical analysis, but it's based on history. And when history is being made, you can't predict history being made. Like imagine trying to predict Netflix back when everybody was using regular TV and DVD players and things like that. Like, it's very hard to see innovation in the midst of it happening. So trying to use some type of chart that shows you something before it's even fully established, that's like, it's this weird thing that seems pretty much impossible to me. Like, yeah, it's gonna rhyme, it could look similar and things like that, but overall, Bitcoin is established as a world currency now. So yeah, it's not going to behave like it once did. It just does not make sense to do that. But let's get into some of what the experts are saying. So check this out. They have some type of Bitcoin billboard going on. And this is big because it says no man should work for what another man can print. The fact that people are just now starting to promote with Bitcoin and starting to, you know, put it on billboards in Times Square and things like that. Why now? We're heading into a bear market, right? So why are people trying to get Bitcoin in people's heads right now? That I think that the signs all start to point to what's really happening. And then we also have some of the you know, top percenters in the world who's speaking on this stuff as well. So let's dive into a little bit of what they're saying, because it's becoming painfully obvious. They're now starting to throw ads in Times Square, but let's see what else they have going on. Jack Mallers broke the bull meter on live TV. Bitcoin isn't going for 150K, it's going for everything. A 400 to 500 trillion savings market, and we're only at 2.4 trillion today. That's a 100x to 200x Bitcoin runway. You're not bullish enough. So yeah, I mean, listen to my man's Cook. Let's see what he got to say.
You see the price of Bitcoin heading?
Higher.
How much higher?
A lot higher. My general framework from the highest level is human beings collectively, we own about $900 trillion worth of stuff. That's equities, the things behind us, real estate, precious metals, fine art, all of the things that we own. Half of that we're using as a savings account. We're owning the portfolio of companies or the art or the house to actually try and persist wealth into the future. I think Bitcoin's going after that market. It's going after a market of $400 to $500 trillion worth, and right now it's $2.5 trillion. So I think in purchasing power terms, Bitcoin can go up 100 to 200 times more from here.
All right, so we know Bitcoin obviously is the most house. You see the price of Bitcoin heading?
So yeah, this is one man with a prediction that Bitcoin can go up. Personally, I know the narrative. I know what everybody's talking about. I think that it's going to go up. I don't know if it goes up like that, because I don't believe that Bitcoin is that important to the system. I believe that Bitcoin is just a glorified meme coin. When you understand the overall system that's being built right now, because crypto in general, Bitcoin was just a piece that needed to be accepted so people could start accepting digital currency, because accepting digital currency leads to a currency that can be surveilled. Like that's really what it comes down to, a currency that can give the people who want power. So Bitcoin was just the biggest piece in the accepting of what's coming. At this point, the ball is rolling and it cannot be stopped. And it's important that you understand what's happening right now, because so you can position and hedge your bets accordingly. Now you can bank on, oh, Bitcoin is oh so important and all this other stuff, or you can realize what actually is important, and it's getting a little bit of money down into the foundation of what's being built, because that's where the real opportunities are at. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. But the fact that we're now starting to see people have these type of conversations, and people who are The people are fully on board with the system and what is supposed to be being pushed right now. So keep in mind that the one that's always heavily in your face is the one that's probably the most irrelevant. So don't just fall for the things that they want you looking at. Start to look into the things that they don't want you looking at. What's the things that they're just acquiring quietly and there's not too much hype, not too much talk about it. You see your XRPs in the forefront. You see your Bitcoins in the forefront, Solana's in the forefront. Like, you see a lot of stuff at the forefront of always being talked about. What's the stuff that people pretty much stay quiet about? And that's the type of stuff that I go over in my inner circle. So, yeah, it's just the overall vision of what's happening right now. The overall things that's inevitable that a lot of people are still sleeping on. But anyway, on to the next, y'all. Check it out. Sixth largest bank in the U.S., PNC, just announced they launched Bitcoin buying and selling. So another bank just jumped on board.
We are getting some breaking news on PNC Financial. For that, we're going to turn to Leslie Picker. Morning, Leslie.
Good morning. PNC announcing that it has entered a strategic partnership with Coinbase. The arrangement will expand access to digital assets for PNC's banking clients and institutional investors, and PNC will provide banking services to Coinbase. Shares of Coinbase.
So another bank coming and partnering with Coinbase. And where does Coinbase direct everybody to? And the positioning of JPMorgan might give you all a hint of where they're directing the banks to. And that would be Base, you know. So I mean, this is a very, very massive thing right here. Once again, another bank partnering with Coinbase being the middleman in that bridge and right in the middle of everything that's being built in this industry right now. Oh, and by the way, we all are early. Like we're very early. So this is what I mean by paying attention to what's really going on. The banks who are getting in and they're all late. You need to realize how early we are. And this is what gives me the conviction personally to double down, triple down, to keep going hard into my beliefs and the things that I'm seeing, because the evidence supports it. Like, the banks are now starting to come over. So while you're not seeing the gains and returns that you like to see, and it's not a bunch of hype and not a lot of influencers claiming they knew it and they saw it the whole time, it's not that stage of the market right now. The big boys are coming in, loading up. Who's right in the way of all of that? We've heard Coinbase, we've heard the Coinbase team say that they believe meme coins are the key to onboarding retail. We've heard them say that. We saw them say that. So at the point where that's what they believe, that's what they feel. But now they're building the infrastructure. They're getting all the banks and stuff on board. They're getting the rails set up. They're not focused on meme coins right now. They're focusing on actually building something and getting people here. So then when things start to pump, then we can put the meme coins in front of everybody's face. But excuse me, y'all. But the whole goal right here, the whole point of this part right now is to just onboard people. That's the biggest key point right now, is to onboard. So understand that Coinbase is moving very, very strategically. And I think that they're doing a fantastic job. Like, look at how many people are coming on board.
For PNC's banking clients and institutional investors, and PNC will provide banking services to Coinbase. Shares of Coinbase down about 3.7%, PNC up slightly. According to the release, the two companies will develop an initial offering that will allow clients to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrencies. The head of Coinbase Institutional saying in the release that it will be supporting PNC's, quote, entry into the digital asset market with our leading crypto as a service platform, which provides PNC with a powerful set of tools to develop a scalable, high-growth business built on a foundation of uncompromising security. Kind of in this space, JPMorgan saying last month that it was partnering with Coinbase to pilot JPMD, a deposit token managed by blockchain technology. And guys, later in the hour, we'll sit down exclusively with Bill Demchak, the CEO of PNC, to discuss this new partnership with Coinbase, the company's recent earnings, and bank regulation, as he's here in Washington attending the Fed's Capital Conference, guys.
So as you can see, man, big announcement here coming in from the Coinbase front. They're doing it. They're getting all the banks in, getting all the banks on their side. And by the way, I can't say it enough. Chainlink. Look at Chainlink in its positioning. All of these banks and all of these, institutions, they have to, when you're building these rails, you have to go through Chainlink. So that's a very, very important piece that I'm letting people know It's like that's a piece of infrastructure. That is a core piece of infrastructure out of everything being built right now. So don't sleep on the infrastructure. Don't sleep on all the plays that you need to know about when it comes down to positioning yourself for the future. At the end of the day, a lot of people are missing the things that's obvious because people are so busy focused and panicking on what the money that they're not making in this short window right now, and they're missing the big opportunity to make a ton of money in the future. So yeah, like right now is the time to get in position. The banks are starting to show us where the interest is, show us where the trust is. The institutions are showing us what they believe in, and that is clearly Coinbase. So keep that in mind. Like keep that in mind. It's time to study. It's time to research. It's a lot going on, man. So don't fall for all the toxic headlines and the FUD and clickbait and things like that. Understand this is the time right now. This is the time where you're going to either be taking advantage of the opportunity that we have, or you're going to be missing it. You're either making a decision that's going to lead to your wealth right now, or you're making a decision that's going to leave you with a lot of regrets in the future. So that being said, hopefully people are making the decisions that leads to their success. I definitely want to see everybody win, but all I can do is lead you. I can lead you to the water. I can't make you drink. So yeah, let me know what you all think. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out, fam.